Like everybody working is not only an audience, but we are all in it together. Even if someone is behind here, you guys can't see them, but we're all here together. And that's very powerful, and we're all kind of in it together. And then I also learned that you can't lose your imagination. That acting is like all about imagination. And there's a lot of talk about like, oh, commitment and, method acting and, how far do you go and blah, blah, blah. It's everybody's favorite conversation when you're talking to an actor, or not favorite conversation. But it is a conversation that's had a lot. And I just believe so deeply in your imagination. That's the fun. It's like the play. It's what you need. And I had lost it in that moment. And it threw me for a number of days because I went so far. And I just realized that that's not acting to me anymore. Every movie you do, you learn about the process of what you do, how far you can push it, what techniques you want to use. And I've used my career because I've been lucky enough to work on a number of films. I was just forming my production company at the time, and we produced that movie alongside Mandeville, who produced it as well. My company has become more about helping other people tell their stories. I'm not in a lot of the movies that we produce, but I am occasionally. And yes, I was brought up with storytellers, and that is my real love, Watching stories get made is really exciting. Like I said before, is like watching an actor work is more exciting than doing the acting myself sometimes, And I love performing. But it's just the magic of stories that I want to keep trying to help. If I have the opportunity, people know who I am and that they know my name, then I can lend it to something to help it get made. End of watch.
Stay up and I brighten the room up. I trust how I shine like true love. I do what I want to.
S.C. Johnson.
What it did to my life in the 5 months I did in preparation with police officers around Los Angeles County in East LA, and what I saw just changed me forever. To see the work that they do, to be with them, watching them do their work, to be in sometimes very dangerous situations and also beautiful situations, to see human behavior at its most tried sometimes, changed everything in the way I see the world. So I look at that as a very, very particular moment in my life and my career. Something I needed, All right, this is my day job. Sorry bro, I'm recording. This is my day job. Some of you might know me as Brian. The process of filming was cool. I fancy myself a bit of a filmmaker, and so we were very much a part of the process of shooting that movie. We shot on camera, and my character has a camera that he's shooting with. We didn't want it to be cute, And I actually look at that as an extension, end of watching the movie Nightcrawler. To me, the movie of Nightcrawler is the evolution of a cameraman. Like, that was my philosophy the entire time. The evolution of an artist. Nightcrawler. It's just fantastic writing. It is tried and true. Blueprint of anything that is great in storytelling comes from the beginning, from great writing. And that's not always true. It doesn't always work, that equation. But in the case of Nightcrawler, it was hands down, the exception of a few, one of the greatest screenplays I read. A character that already had been developed profoundly by the